Are you aware that money reacts like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who know how to call it with the proper vibration? When you discover how to direct it, it doesn't just appear, but grows in remarkable ways. There are unseen powers that determine how much money comes into your life and how much departs. And even working hard, you may experience something hindering this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a visionary master of spiritual science, uncovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't answer to need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught ordinary women to command their money, and many expanded their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is a decree of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of aware energy that operates by specific laws. Money reacts to the vibration of authority much more than to that of need. When you come to money as one who begs, you drive off it. When you engage with it as one who commands, you draw it. Money operates like a well-trained soldier. If the commander hesitates, the soldier doesn't act. But when the order is definite and strong, money moves. In New York, Florence taught her students to exercise stronger direction. Each morning, positioned in front of the mirror, they will hold themselves erect, take deep breaths, and announce, "Divine money, I command you to expand in my life now. You flow to me from all possible directions because I am a perfect channel of infinite abundance." The key was in the energy behind the command, which needed to sound like an irrevocable decree. Another crucial element is restoring the relationship with money. Florence said that money is feeling-based remembrance, and that our energy toward it creates imprints that decide whether it approaches or withdraws. If for years you communicated with money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've chased off an expected guest. Most people have been summoning money with a voice of lack and embarrassment. Before directing your money, Florence taught making peace with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, forgive me for having seen you as my enemy. Today I understand that you are divine energy desiring to flow itself through me. I respect you, esteem you, and welcome you into my life." This exercise was intense spiritual rewiring that totally shifted a person's vibration. Advancing in this direction, Florence developed the divine transformation of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like unseen anchors that determine how much your prosperity can grow. You can work hard, but if the roots are corrupted, the tree will never bear abundant fruit. No one is born with poverty consciousness. We adopt them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" embed themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process commenced with silence, where Florence asked them to examine, "What belief about money have I adopted and still carry?" Once identified, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I give it back." My mind grows clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance. Then they would install new beliefs such as, "I am an heir to infinite abundance," or "Money moves toward me effortlessly." Added to this, Florence taught the contrast between desiring and demanding. Desire springs from lack. It's looking at what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand is born from a knowledge that something already comes to you through divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," producing more experiences of not having. To demand is to declare it's mine and I receive it now, activating invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to create instead of competing. Florence insisted, never compete for money, create it. Competing suggests scarcity. Creating suggests infinite abundance, knowing that you can create new opportunities. When you compete, you focus on what others have. When you create, you link to the infinite source with unique original ideas. Each person has a specific gift for generating wealth that, when expressed, not only creates income, but enriches others. Similarly, Florence taught the decree of total sovereignty. It was an act of total sovereignty over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as heir, the creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality transforms now. I command that all invisible forces operate to multiply my money perpetually. The difference lies in recognizing that the power to transform is already within you, and upon speaking it, the universe moves to obey. Additionally, Florence taught the spiritual plan of your abundance. The universe needs clear instructions. It was about defining how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students committed a daily moment to answer. How much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want to experience when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to manifest. The design must be developed from a consciousness of shared abundance. Keeping this in view, the last step is to sustain prosperous consciousness. Igniting abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in sustaining it. Maintaining requires daily attention, sustaining the internal state that invokes it. This state is built from gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle was to start each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance on its way. When you express gratitude in advance, you give a universe the signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, preventing envy from tainting your vibration. It's worth noting that generous contributing was essential. It was about contributing to causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like sowing in fertile ground. What you give comes back multiplied. The crucial point is to feel that you engage with the universal flow. What you hold back out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to guard your mind, avoiding environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the attractor of your experience. Florence closed with a powerful reminder. You are not a casualty of economic circumstances. You are the creator of your financial reality. Money is your assistant and companion. Now reassert your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity increases perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and keep open the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words resonated, write in the comments, I decree to cement your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to recognize they're creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and enable the bell, because I will unveil more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who wait, but to those who command.